The man at the center of an alleged sex crime involving a maid at a Midtown Manhattan hotel is now under suicide watch. Sources tell NBC that International Monetary Fund Managing Director Dominique Strauss-Kahn now wears a special gray jumpsuit and shoes with no laces and will be checked on every 15 to 30 minutes as a precaution, given the nature of the case. The IMF chief is being held without bail at New York's Rikers Island jail until his next hearing this Friday. Strauss-Kahn is charged with the attempted rape and unlawful imprisonment. Joining me now, attorney Jeffrey Shapiro, who is representing the maid at the center of this case. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Good evening.
First of all, how is she doing under this incredible situation that she faces?
Well, I would say as good as possible under horrible circumstances, namely her whole world has been turned upside down. Following being the victim of this hideous act, she's literally been deprived of her life. She's spent time with the New York City Police Department, the District Attorney's Office. She can't return to her home. She's been separated from her 15-year-old daughter. Her life has been turned upside down. She doesn't know what she's going to do next. She doesn't know where she's going to live. And aside from the fact that she has all these problems, she's yet to have time to herself in some sort of peace to begin to deal with what the effect of this horrible assault has meant to her personally.
Is her employer being helpful in this situation?
Well, yes. I mean, her employer has supported her, but there's a strong question in her mind whether she feels that she can ever return to this job.
And the sequence that's being reported in the press as of today is that this incident occurred around noontime, and she virtually immediately reported this to her supervisors.
That's right.
Is that correct? Yes,
she did. And following that, the New York City Police Department arrived, spoke to her, investigated this.
How quickly after the event were police officers on the scene?
You know, I don't have that information, but I believe that given the nature of the claim, they arrived very quickly, time enough so that everything in terms of evidence could be preserved.
Now, you are hearing suggestions made that there was something other than a crime, the crime of rape that occurred in this hotel suite, suggestions that there might be some French grand conspiracy here for one politician trying to bring down another politician.
Let me tell you something. The reality of the situation, despite what somebody wants to spin in the media, is the fact that when she went into this room, she had no idea that he was in there. When this event occurred, she had no idea who he was. In fact, it wasn't until the next day that she finally found out who this man was and what he meant in the world. So to suggest that she was in part of some form of conspiracy or that she had some idea of what she was getting into is absolutely absurd. Essentially what that amounts to is blaming the victim for being raped.
And can you confirm the reports we have that DNA evidence has been obtained, very clear forensic evidence from the scene that it is a clear description of what this crime was?
All I can tell you is that the Manhattan District Attorney's Office has investigated this case. They are in possession of all the evidence, including all forensic evidence. Everything is within their possession, and I can't comment on any portion of that.
Attorney Jeffrey Shapiro, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.